For question 6, I ask you to make some observations of the 2 harvest areas who've had no collections. I love that term, collecting wolves. So that seems to be a problem some students are having with, and I don't know, and that makes perfect sense because it's probably not something you've done before. So I'm going to do this as a demo, and I'm going to describe Lane Community College. I'm going to go here. All right, so I'm going to start out by describing Lane in terms of location, physical and cultural location. So I'm going to zoom, take a look at this, and I'm going to start measuring the distance from some known places to give me some relative location. So I'm just going to move it down here. Okay, so I'm going to say Lane is 3 miles west of Interstate 5. I'm going to say Interstate 30, come on, go away. Interstate 30 borders the north boundary of the campus. And then I might pick a place other people might know, like Autzen Stadium, which is here, and measure the distance as the crow flies from Autzen Stadium. So I'm going to go here, and I'm clicking down on my mouse and scooting the map up. So I'm going to round that up to 4 miles and say approximately 4 miles south and west, or south and east of Autzen Stadium. So that's my relative location. It would be good to have an absolute location, and I can get latitude and longitude from the location button. So if and I can get this in degrees, minutes, and seconds. If I click the center building, it tells me it's 44 degrees, no minutes, and 33 seconds. Probably easier just to get the decimal degrees. We'll talk more of that in a couple of weeks, what that is. But and this is copy and pastable, but you still have to make sure, son of a gun, I hate when it does that, that you add the units, which are degrees, and the hemisphere. So this would be Alt 248 if you don't have that capability. Shift asterisk, north, or not, Control Z. Control Z. We're not liking Control Z. Do it again. Alt 248. Wow. This is in a table, which is a problem here. North, comma, Alt 248, or you can do the asterisk, but make sure you do the same thing for each. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Wrong key, I get all kinds of things. West. The other option would be to leave the negative line for west. And no symbol for east, for north, because that would be automatically a positive. So, that's weird. I bought a computer that I am not happy with. There we go. Okay, so either of those would be my good absolute location. Okay, so done with that. Then I want to describe the physical features. I've got trees surrounding north, west, and south. There's an open area to the east. It's a little watershed basin if you've taken geology or physical science. The trees on campus are kind of, let me just, making you dizzy yet? The trees on campus are spotty. They're scattered through the parking lots and some around the buildings, but not a lot of tree cover on campus itself. I'm going to switch to the, not that topographic map, but I'm going to switch all the way down to the US topo map and load that. This one can come in like this where it's all grayed out, so I've got to zoom out a little bit in order to see it. And so I can read some elevation. Okay, there's 9,902 feet here, 825 feet, 982 feet. So you can talk about the hills on the three sides of campus run from 980 feet to 800 feet. The campus itself is at about 500 feet. So I've got some elevation information, I've got location, and then I'm going to move back here to the imagery, and I'm going to talk about cultural features. So I could count the buildings, I could talk about the parking lots being here, you might indicate roads being around the campus, sports fields to the north. So that's using absolute and relative location, talking about elevation, and giving people an idea. I'm observing what's here. So once I write all that down, and I did in this exercise, if I can find it here, there it is. So I recorded all of that in the exercise, and then now I'm going to make my hypothesis. A lot of people are making a one-sentence explanation, and they're including the hypothesis, and then they're just repeating the hypothesis. So if my question was, why is Lane Community College located there, I might come up with, well, it's in this flat little basin, somewhat protected on three sides. It's near the interstate. It has great access to major roads and thoroughfares. That would be my hypothesis. And then if I wanted to go on down and, think about how would I check that out? How would I test that idea? So this number 6 is a lot more time on the site, a lot more thinking and describing, and you have 2 sites to do that with. They're somewhat different when you zoom in and take a look at them.